Ahoy Mateys. Let's see. Okay. Welcome aboard, Howard. Good to see you, neighbor. It's been kind of a weird morning. I looked to see who might have been live, and when I finally did find a live stream that I was going to join, I ended up being busy doing other stuff. That was Tumblewood RV Life, Tumbleweed, whatever. Midwest Picker, welcome aboard. I take it you got my email. I'll do a little talking here once we get a few more people in the house. As said, it's been kind of a strange morning in a way. Goodness. Hey, Howard, Midwest Picker, he's here locally too, and so introduce yourselves to each other. Well, we got 3 Michiganders in here, myself and Howard and Midwest Picker, and we're all within, like 20 miles of each other. Yeah. Ford Man, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Now these pop-ups, I'm so sick of them. But yeah, it is. James Canttonese, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear James. Happy birthday to you. Is anybody saying you happy birthday today besides me? And I haven't watched your video about the cherry pie yet, but it sounds good. Oh, Midwest Picker is going to check. Oh, hey, it was nothing special. It was just that I planned on mentioning you today, along with another channel that I think you would find interesting if you don't already have them. Well, thank you, James. It's nice to be first at something once in a while. first to the lunch table. First to the potluck. Funny. Wow. Anyways, it's you're what is that? 11 months, pretty much. My birthday is next month on the 13th, and I will be 67. So basically, call it a year ahead of you, so to speak, or a year behind me. I don't know. Who cares when you get this old? Speaking of that, Buckeye Kitty on Facebook. Her name is Kate Smith, and I have her on Facebook. But she just posted the most funniest stuff, and I wish I don't have any ink for the printer anyway, so but I didn't even have time to copy them down. But it's really cool stuff about getting old. One of them that I remember was when I say a while back, it could be any time between, yesterday, last week, or 15 years ago. Let's see, my phone is now fully charged. Unplug that, and I'll plug the MiFi back in. Since we got a couple Michigan people in here, I'll tell you in a minute, Midwest. Does U of M play today, right? I have this feeling they play Wisconsin, but do you know what time and what channel, perhaps? Either you or Howard, Dave or Howard, do you know? Okay, Midwest Picker. I bought my green screen, through Amazon. Now, I had originally tried a green plastic tablecloth because other people said, "Oh, that works great." And that was at Dollar Tree for $1. You know, it didn't work. So then I tried putting just another kind of a gray blanket behind that. That didn't work either. You know, it's kind of more or less trying to change the depth of the green color to that dollar tablecloth from Dollar Tree. That didn't work. Other people, I guess it's worked fine. Then other people have bought this green cloth from, you know, Fields Fabrics or one of those places. I tried that too. I bought some green fabric, you know, cotton fabric at Walmart. I bought, you know, a couple of yards of it or whatever. Try that. It didn't work. Michigander, man. I mean, everybody besides James is from Michigan. Welcome aboard, mateys. Anyways, and in your mind, Michigander, man, you can sing happy birthday to James Canttonese. He's 66 years old today. Just so you know. So anyways, back to you, Dave, Midwest Picker. I got it on Amazon. It was about $10. Now, another key to make the green screen work well, and you can tell I got a little bit of pixelation. Yeah. Now I went to Dollar General because I could have bought some expensive photo lamps from Amazon or wherever. Then I heard somebody say, well, no, you just get a couple of the 1100 lumen light bulbs. I think they're, let me look here. I can't tell the wattage. They're like at the most 100 watts. I don't even think they're that much. But the secret is the lumens. They're 1100 lumens, and they were $10 for 2 at Dollar General, which that's quite a savings over anybody else. And then I used you know, these little floodlights you can get, or not floodlights, but shop lights. They kind of remind you of the old chicken house lights. You know, a few bucks at Home Depot or wherever. You know, they're reflectors. So yeah, these bulbs, you know, and they got the little clamp on them, or you can clamp it somewhere. A few bucks at Home Depot. I don't know. I had these laying around. Well, this one that's closest to me, it's actually got a little bit of rust on it. But I picked it up as scrap. But it works. It works fine. And the other one, yeah, about the same condition. It's got a couple dents in it, but it works. Michigander, man. I need to get green screen from my garage. That's where I'll be doing some live streaming. Okay. Cool beans there, Rob. Traveling Salvation. Welcome aboard. I don't know if you recognize my green screen behind me. You should. No, I'm not down at the high falls there in Georgia, but well, I plagiarized. I took a couple screenshots after watching your video this morning, and let's see, it's moving fast now. Welcome aboard, Frederick. A little bit crazy is here. Camping Therapy, welcome aboard. Yeah, I tried that and it did not work for me there. Camping Therapy, so yeah, like I said, I tried it. I still have it. The tablecloth, I mean. Maybe we use it for a potluck down the road. Cover a picnic table or something with it. Northwoods RV Life is here. And I did remember to check thumbnails, so I know you're coming on after me at 1 p.m. Eastern. and your guests are the dry campers. So I'm hoping that I'll get a chance to watch a little bit of that at least. I do have some yard work to do today, unfortunately, and some other things I got to get done before I go live again at 7. But Teachers on Adventures, welcome aboard. Wow, we're just cruising right along here. I'm glad everybody's coming in. And I hope you're comfortable where you are. Another one of my chores that I need to get done this afternoon is, I guess it's time to close my bed. I know about mowing and mulching leaves. I'm talking to the people here. Anyways, I need to get my bedroom window shut. It's time. Michigander Man working on some new videos. We've got at least 7 or 8 to edit and get out. Yeah, I know we're. I'm not terribly far behind. In fact, I'm caught up. I need to do some more videos. So there she is, Cat Smith, K-A-T-T. You can find her on Facebook, Cat Smith. That is Buckeye Kitty on YouTube. It's Cat Smith, K-A-T-T on Facebook. And she's that latest post she did about all the different things of being old. It's hilarious. Camping Therapy is going to Delaware today to visit with friends at an R-Pod rally. R-Pod. Is that a camping trailer? It kind of sounds like it. Gorgeous sunny fall day. Well, I hope so. Our temp is still, we're barely over freezing right now. The frost finally went off the windshield on Serendipity, and I went out and got my jewels, out of there. It's cold. I'm cold. As I said a few days ago, probably won't be going shirtless for a while yet, unless it's indoors and really warm. Lums Pond State Park, only an hour away. Well, that's good. Do some videos, please. We want to see them. Well, Nelly, welcome aboard. Okay, we got 10 people here. 9 a.m. Good afternoon. Thank you. Okay. So now I want to get back to traveling salvation. As said, I plagiarized. I did some screenshots that from their latest video. And Midwest Picker is here. Dave, if you don't have Ben and Rebecca, that's Traveling Salvation, and you can see them here. That's how it's spelled, Salvation. And they are very, very supportive of our live streams, our videos. I mean, they're great people. And educational. Midwest Picker, please watch their latest video. Might pick up some hints from them, or you might say, well, that's old hat, I've been doing that for years. Or you advertise yourself. I'm hoping that Traveling Salvation will watch some of your videos and learn. Okay, to anybody else that's here, Roy and Becky, welcome aboard. I think a lot of you that are here already know who Traveling Salvation is and what their gig is. They are full-time, living in their RV and traveling the country, and I think they find something to do every day. I don't think they get bored, whether they're on a hike, at a yard sale, a Goodwill, or another thrift store, or even a regular store where there's a big sale going on. Yes, these folks do eBay while traveling all over the country. It's fascinating. I'm starting to learn about it. I've been thinking about it for a while. Midwest Picker, yes. Just so Joey doesn't get too mad at you there, Dave. um, and you got some great characters in your videos. It's awesome. It's awesome. Cincy Plasma Tech is here. Welcome aboard. And I'm glad you came aboard because it'll segue into my next thing. But anyways, I'm talking about Traveling Salvation. They do eBay while traveling full time in their RV. And as you know, Midwest Picker is also here. Now he lives in the Sticks and Bricks near my cottage here in Sparta, Michigan. And he is a fantastic eBayer as well. And very educational. He can teach you some things if you want to learn some things about doing eBay, from whether you're in your Sticks and Bricks or you're in your motorhome. Why not? You know, I say I say the sky's the limit on eBay. My boss, whom I've been working for here for the last couple weeks again, we were supposed to be retired. Haha. We were supposed to be shut down for the winter. Haha. We're still working. He just happened to get a few more jobs that he bid them rather high and still got them. The quality of the work is what really counts to these people. They want it done right. Well, he's a pro, 38 years in construction, and yeah, he knows what he's doing. And he's taught me a lot of things. As said, he's my boss. But one of his sidelines is he's also an eBayer, and he's been doing that, oh, I don't know, 15 years, or maybe even longer. But he specializes in motorcycle and ATV parts, especially from the older days, like 1990s, 1980s, hard to find parts for people who are into, you know, dirt bikes and quads and those kind of vehicles. You know, he's a good source for parts. And again, just like Midwest Picker and Traveling Salvation, he buys and he sells. He's also got a shop that I helped him set up. We moved it from down in Grand Rapids, and now it's in Greenville, attached to his house. Smaller, of course, than it was when it was in Grand Rapids, but adequate. But he can custom make parts. No, I'm serious. He can custom make suspension parts, frame parts. You know, I don't know much about dirt bikes or ATVs, but I've seen some of the stuff that he has, and oh my gosh, he's quite talented. You know, parts that are no longer made, guess what? He can custom make them. Midwest Picker, I like it, what you said there. When Joey gets mad, you sleep with one eye open. Okay, folks, if you don't have Midwest Picker, give him a look. He's very, it's fun to watch. And of course, too, if you're interested in learning about possibly selling eBay, or maybe you do already, you know, you can pick up some pointers from Midwest Picker for sure, and Traveling Salvation as well. So those are the two channels I'm shouting out, especially today, but I might shout somebody else out here yet too in a minute. Well, I see Roy and Becky wished James Canttonese happy birthday. And again, everybody here, please wish James Canttonese happy birthday if you haven't already. And maybe he'll make you a cherry pie. Since he wants a small boat for a 1948 CV outboard motor. Ah, okay. I have a 14-footer, but yeah, I'm not going to sell her yet. My sister would kill me if I sold that boat, because we kind of both own it. We inherited it from our late father. Let's see. Teachers on Adventures, da da da. Thank you, Traveling Salvation. Okay, to segue, Cincy Plasma Tech. I loved your question there that came in about quarter to the hour. I think that would make it awesome. I've never considered that kind of idea, but I think it would make it neat. Okay, what Cincy Plasma Tech was asking me is if I would like to have a help, in other words, a donation to go to the giveaway that will be happening, I believe it's, let me check, 19th? It's a Saturday, check the calendar here. Yeah, Saturday the 19th of December. So on the 18th at midnight, that's the deadline. And all you have, the only thing you have to do, yes, there's a couple things you can do, but other than that, all you have to do is make a comment on my recent video. Let's see, was it the last video? I believe it was the last video I did this past week. It's called the Captain's Challenge. Yeah, there are 5 questions there. You can answer them, or you don't have to. I did ask if you want to tag somebody. Go ahead, tag them with the questions. This is a little tiny fun thing to do. But as far as the giveaway, and it, as said, it won't be just a sticker. There'll be a sticker involved, you know. And am I going to have more than one prize? I think maybe only one prize. However, you know, I think that video has only got like 8 lookers. I know James answered the questions right there, which was fine. I loved his answers. Yeah, I may have to widen these doorways so I can get through with my big head. But yeah, you can answer them there, or you can not answer them, or you can just answer them in your head like Cincy Plasma Tech did. Or you could tag somebody, say, hey, here's 5 questions. But the main thing to be in the giveaway, which will be this time on the 19th. I'll be doing it at noon on the 19th for that scheduled live stream. So I try to be consistent here to go live every Saturday at noon Eastern Standard Time, and many of you know that, and that's why you're here. And I also pretty much have done quite a few of the Dr. Fill-In shows. I think I missed one. Yeah, I was actually there, but it didn't last a half an hour. It only lasted like 20 minutes, and it was early, and it was just a messed up night. It was a couple weeks ago. But at any rate, I will be doing the Dr. Fill-In show tonight at 7. Nomadic Hippie comes on at 6, and he's always funny and interesting. He's got some things to say tonight about the good, the bad, yeah, whatever. You'll enjoy them. And then, of course, then I come on for half an hour at 7 till 7:30, and then after me, of course, is RV on the Wayside. So that'll be worth a watch. Usually I'm pretty tired out by the time I finish the Dr. Fill-In show, and I try to stick around for a while. Just like last night, I tried to watch New Horizons. She came on at 7 p.m. I lasted a little while, and then I had supper while I was watching New Horizons, and I made a couple comments in the chat. But then after supper kind of hit the bottom of my tummy, it's like, time for bed. And it always happens to me. It's, I suppose, something to do with my age, maybe something to do with having a few beers. Yeah, once I eat in the evening, I'm pretty much done till the next morning. That's how it is. I wake up in the night sometimes and I'll listen to Joe Pags or Coast to Coast. You know, I'll wake up and listen to that for a little bit, depending on what they're talking about. You know, Coast to Coast is, I like some of the stuff they talk about, you know, Sasquatch and UFOs, weird stuff, you know, paranormal. Yeah. Anyways, back to the giveaway. Cincy would like to donate to it, make the pot a little bigger. And I'm starting to think, you know what? I think that might be a cool idea. And it can be anything. It doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be, you know, a gift certificate or nothing like that. It could be something personal or something special that he is willing to give away, donate, give away. I think that's cool. I was going to write back to him, say I'm thinking about it, and I did say that in my reply, but I've thought about it now. Tell me if it's not a good idea. I mean, when you think about it, and I wish I'd have been able to donate, and the next time I will. When we had the Mayberry Meet Up, which was totally fun, as you know. You've watched a few of my videos, and Tina's Journal Journeys put out several videos in the last week. Please check them out about the Mayberry Meet Up. They're awesome. She does a really good job of editing too. But then many of the other YouTubers, RVers that we met there as well have posted their own videos of the Mayberry Meet Up. So, you know, if you just put pound Mayberry Meet Up, if you're interested in watching that from, basically it was a month ago today that many of us were headed that way. Good memories. Good memories. Todd Johnson, welcome aboard. Make sure you wish James Canttonese happy birthday, please. Handcrafted jewelry, Cincy Plasma Tech, that's excellent. That is excellent. Legendary. Well, you know what, Cincy? We need to hook you up with Artists on the Road. She makes jewelry. And she does use stones in many of her jewelry. Let's see here. Well, these are beads. There's no stones in these. You know, and a shark's tooth. Let's see. This one is about the same. No teeth on this one. She does a nice job. You know, she gave these to me to wear because pirates are superstitious and they wear jewelry. I don't have earrings. Never mind. But I've watched some of her videos and her talents are extreme. And yes, she does use stone in many of her creations, if you will. So, Artists on the Road. If you want, I will, and she may pop in here. It's possible that she will. Yeah, James, that was cool. That was very cool. Yeah, but there was a lot of donations and prizes that were given away at the Mayberry Meet Up, which was cool. So, by gosh, next year I'm going to donate something that somebody else can win. I won the a gift certificate for a dozen Krispy Kreme donuts. And in one of the videos, I think it was in Tina's video. Was that day 2? I think it was day 2 of the Mayberry Meet Up. Anyways, I won the gift certificate. And of course, I made a joke that, it expires in 2017. No, it doesn't. It doesn't expire. What I did learn is that I just can't go to the gas station where they sell Krispy Kreme donuts or even the local grocery store where they sell Krispy Kreme donuts. I can't cash it there. I have to go to a Krispy Kreme store. And our nearest one is about 25 miles away from me, so it might be a few minutes before I actually go get a dozen Krispy Kreme donuts. We'll see. Terry Joe, welcome aboard. Thank you for being here, Lassie. I hope you can stick around a little while. Please wish James Canttonese happy birthday while you're here. Yeah. So, oh, and a lot of people didn't know what Tina won. No, she won a nice prize, and you can see that in her video. Again, that's Tina's Journal of Journeys. You know, I shout her out all the time because, hey, she's fun. She really is. There you go. Ford Man's wishing James happy birthday, which is cool. Well, now somebody just popped up a video about going to Dollar Tree. Speaking of Dollar Tree, Thrifty Angela. I think I mentioned her before. She's the one that came up from, she came to Mayberry, even though she didn't stay at Mayberry. She did come on the first night that we had our meet and greet and our bonfires and, you know, sing-alongs and all that. She showed up and she blessed me with a 6-pack of beer. An IPA beer, Captain Jack. I still haven't gotten a newsletter from that company, but I hope to. I'd like to talk to them a little bit. How'd they come up with that name? And it's good beer. My favorite place, the luckiest store in the world, party store, which is Party World down here on Alpine Avenue, M37, 6 Mile. Anyways, a lot of you Michiganders know where it is, but they're supposed to be looking into seeing if they can import that particular beer to their store so I can get more. We don't know if it's available outside of North Carolina. We'll find out. Anyways, yeah, it was a gift from Thrifty Angela. But anyways, back to her. That girl can make, you know, $6 spent at Dollar Tree look like $600 when she's done putting it all together. Very creative. And again, Cincy Plasma Tech, I'll be happy to forward you an email address. I think I have you already on email. If I don't, go ahead and send me an email. And I should have put my email address here when I was making this, you know, the about or whatever, the show more. I didn't today. I just did it real quick. But my previous videos, most of them have my my email address, so you can email me, and I'll make sure I get the Artist on the Road email back to you, and perhaps you two can do some business together. Maybe you can sell her some rocks and, you know, whatever. I think it would be great. Or not rocks, you know what I mean, polished stones. Some legendary stuff. So, yeah. What has been going on with me? I've been working. This past week, let's see, I worked Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And I actually worked on Monday and Friday, but not for Tom. Monday I did scrapping. Scrap metal. And then Friday I did tires, more tires. Got most of them taken care of now. And in between, of course, working with Tom, we did some siding work. We did some tear off and replace siding work. We did a wrap job, which is metal wrapping around door frames, window frames. Um, and we were supposed to work yesterday, but it was so terribly muddy. Well, that job's almost done. It'll only take about 3 more hours, maybe 4 more hours to complete. But unfortunately for the customer, or the previous people who put the siding on the garage didn't do it right. And then, of course, he is heavy into landscaping. It never occurred to him that, no, you shouldn't really pile dirt up against the sidewalls unless you got metal flashing to protect the sidewalls from dirt. Well, it didn't have metal flashing. Well, the dirt had to be shoveled away, and sure enough, at least it hadn't completely rotted, but it did rot the OSB sheathing, the actual wood structure, but it did not rot the sill plate or the 2x4s at all. So we were able to take cut it up a couple feet and replace that, the sheathing, and then put the siding back on properly. So, like I say, we got another, I think it's a 24-foot wall, maybe not even 20, something like that. It's a garage. So, yeah, it's 2/3 done. 2 more. Okay, thank you, Cincy Plasma Tech. Appreciate that. Send me an email, and I'll send you back Artists on the Road's email, and you two can yak. And if I see Artists on the Road, which I normally do, in other people's live streams, she'll show up, like Daydream About Nice Things. Gary, on his live stream, she'll pop in there, along with Traveling Salvation, and a few other people. And also Weekend RVing, Millie and James. A lot of times Artists on the Road shows up there. So she's around. She might not be around today. At least she's not here yet, unless she's lurking. and her, yeah, that's her channeling, Artist on the Road. And her real name is Jeanette. She also goes by Gypsy Jeanette. But Artist on the Road is her YouTube channel. And very, very professional grade quality jewelry that she makes. And she'll even custom make. You ask for something and she'll come up with it. She has for me more than once. I have a special order in. Hey, Christmas is coming, So, that's what I've been doing this past week. Next week it'll be more of the same, depending on weather. Sometimes it's, especially if you're doing a tear off and reside, you got to be really careful with siding because it can be brittle, especially if it's older, and like you can't buy more. They don't have that color anymore or that style, so you got to reuse it, which means don't break it when you're taking it off. And when it's brittle and cold, it's much easier to break. You just don't want to do that. So yeah, I'll be doing more of that. And whatever else Tom's got lined up. I actually got a couple jobs, possibilities that he and I need to go bid them out or measure, see what it would cost. James, that is awesome. That is awesome. The cross that I wear didn't come from Artists on the Road. I've had it for about 10 years now. It was a housewarming gift. And it came from my good friend Kathy. And it used to hang here in the office. Well, one day I decided, you know what? It's time to start wearing it. So I do. Yeah. We have a lot of talent here in our YouTube community, if you will. Not every one of us is RVers, but many of us are. But the other thing is we're pretty much all YouTubers here. Not everybody. We've got some what they call NNs, as Bob came up with, Blue Wave Odyssey. Here, what, 5 months ago? 5 months ago, a lot of us didn't know each other. But because of Blue Wave Odyssey, somehow we've all grown together and gotten to know each other, especially on live streams, but also in just normal videos. We all, like Mayberry was, and everybody will tell you this, it was like a family reunion. Haven't seen you in a while. I haven't seen you since last week on that last video you did. Stray, welcome aboard. Don't let anybody in here. Yeah, I don't let anybody in. Just so you know, I do have wrenches. Yeah. So yeah, we're talking about artists on the road, having beautiful jewelry that she makes and sells. We're talking about Cincy Plasma Tech, whom we just now learned today is into lapidary, polishing and cutting stones. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. And of course, we know Midwest Picker, as well as Traveling Salvation. They're eBayers, and lots to learn. James Canttonese. That's right. Yes, I made sure of it. I hope. I can't tell here because I'm on StreamYard. I can't tell if you're really a blue wrench, but I think you are. I think I took care of that last week. Speaking of last week, we might as well reiterate it now. James Canttonese had to start up a new channel due to some, who knows, I think it had to do with a lost computer and possibly lost passwords, or YouTube not doing the right thing by James to get his stuff back, Anyways, if you're not subscribed to James Canttonese, please do so. Or if you were subscribed to James, go double check, because you might not be. So recheck and subscribe to James Canttonese if you haven't done so already in this past week with his new channel. Now, unfortunately, it looks like his older videos are gone, but he's making new videos, and they're awesome. Especially the cooking ones just make me so doggone hungry. Yeah, just one video of his and you'll be in the kitchen trying to reduplicate it. You know what? This is weird. I've been talking with the microphone up, but I guess you can all hear me. Just so you know, YouTube 10 years. Been timed out, banned by better. Justin and Christina, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Yeah, another person that I mentioned earlier, and I mentioned to her about once a week. Midwest Picker, that's funny. Anyways, Tina's Journal Attorney. She's been on YouTube for 10 years. I think it's 10 years coming up in, I think, January. I'm not sure. But yeah, she's been doing YouTube for quite some time as well. Me, I've only been around for like a year and a half. As far as creating, I've watched YouTube for longer than that, but all of a sudden it's like, I'm gonna give it a try, and I've enjoyed it ever since. And I've made some wonderful, wonderful friends here. Some that I've met in person even. But everybody's a good friend here. And we learn from each other. Fat Boy 440, Stray, okay? I don't recall that I had you on my subscription or in my library. Fat Boy 440. Are you talking about a Harley, Fat Boy? Because the Fat Boy is one of my favorites. I would love to own a Fat Boy. Fat Boy 440. Anyways, I'm glad you're here, Stray. And Anybody wants to check out Stray, please click on them if you can, or write it down and click them later. Put them up the tab, whatever you got to do. Give them a look. I'm going to. I think I already have them, but I'm going to write it down. Quotations, YouTube, just in case. Just in case. Right now, you know that thing where in the chat where channel names are green, and then you can just click on it and what do they call that? Go to channel, which replaced where you used to go to the 3 dots at the end to click on the channel. Well, that's gone from YouTube, of course. But then this other guy came out with a Chrome extension, go to channel. And for a while there, it was great. I mean, gosh, made a lot of new friends. And yeah, it was a great exchange. Well, now it's cheap enough, but I haven't done it yet. I got to pull the trigger on it. Now he wants $9.99 per year, so you can use that feature. But even, you know, even though I signed up for it way back when it first came out, which many of you here did, and you probably, you know, already know that, well, now it's limited to 2 hours a day that you can use it for free. But after that, then, you know, if you want to use it, you got to pay for it. Again, it's $9.99 a year. Yeah, I've noticed that too, Justin and Christina. There's been a couple times when I click on somebody and it doesn't work. Just does not work. But if I write that channel name down, and then later on when I get time, oh yeah, let's go, I'll use an example. I wrote down Stray, and later on I'm going to check to see if I already subscribed, see if he's put out any new videos that I'd love to watch, whatever. But anyways, yeah, that Chrome extension sometimes doesn't work correctly. Especially what I've noticed, like with your name. Fortunately, you are Justin, so all I would have to do, like say if I wanted to post you a note right here, I just, the first 2 letters of your name, J-U, boom, there you are. Or back when the days when you were green, I could say, oh, I haven't watched Justin and Christina, and I just put you up in the tab, and then later on I go watch. But now like K and R destinations, I think it is K and R. What is it? You know who I'm talking about. I don't work here for posting, and it don't work for putting it up on the tab. Something to do with that and doesn't. That's one of the bugs I'd have to say. Thank you, Justin and Christina. I really appreciate this. And back to that, I mentioned this earlier, but now we got a few people in here that weren't here earlier on. Nursing Our Travel Blog, welcome aboard. My last video, last time you'll see me without a shirt probably for a few months, and I did it from the bridge of Synchronicity, showed off some stickers, but also I announced the Captain's Challenge is the title of that video. And it's a little long, it's about 14 minutes because I rambled on. But anyways, the Captain's Challenge is all about a giveaway on December 19th, which will be done in the noon live stream on December 19th. So you've got like what, five, almost 6 weeks to make a comment on that particular video. You don't have to answer the 5 questions if you don't want to. That's fine. Or you can, like James did. That's fine. The main thing is make a comment. And then if you want to also challenge somebody else with those same 5 questions, that's cool too. Spread the love. But on the 19th, we're going to have a giveaway. I don't know if I'm going to try to use one of those prize wheel things. Like maybe I'll have my Chromebook set up here, and we'll have the prize wheel on there, and I'll turn it towards the camera here so you can see the prize wheel. with all your names on it. Right now, I think I've only got like 8 or 9 people to put on that prize wheel, but the prize is going to be, yeah, not huge. You know, I don't have hundreds of dollars, but it's not going to be small either. You know, sure, you'll get a sticker, but now we're looking at a little bit more than that. Cincy Plasma Tech has asked me if he could donate something for the prize wheel. Yeah, I'm liking this idea. I know we got what? We got 5-6 weeks to build this thing up. I already plan on getting like a gift certificate from Lowe's or Home Depot, or maybe I'll make that as a choice like I did with some of the prize wheels I've donated to in the past. And maybe, who knows, maybe by then I'll have some merch. You know, if I can get together with Terry in the next few weeks, maybe I can get some kind of Captain Jack merchandise as part of that giveaway on the 19th of December, 2020. Now, all you have to do to be entered is to make a comment on that particular video that announces the giveaway, which was the Captain's Challenge. So, yes, Midwest Picker merch. I would like to have some more T-shirts made up, glassware, the mask that says Captain Jack Scrapper on it. Maybe a coffee cup. I don't know yet about the coffee cups. Yeah, there's some ideas. Oh, coolies, you know, the can coolers. Terry made some of those up for me. Terry, you're close by too. I need to probably introduce you to him as well. You can get some stuff made up for you, for your channel. Maybe some stickers or maybe some merchandise. You know, Midwest Picker T-shirts or Joey T-shirts. Now those might sell. Thin Blue Lane, welcome aboard. It's good to see you guys. You're back in Texas. I hope it's warm down there. It's chilly up here today. I think it's just now getting up above freezing. It's going on 1 o'clock. I will be going out there and doing some work, but I will be wearing a coat and gloves and a stocking cap to cover my ears, because if my ears get cold, the rest of me is cold. Just how I am. So, Thin Blue Lane, talking about yesterday's, or not yesterday's, a recent video that I did. There's going to be a giveaway from my channel here on the 19th of December. You have to be entered by midnight, the 18th of December. And it's just a little fun thing to do. And yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I thought, why not? I haven't done one in a long time. You know, I'm at 843 subscribers as of this morning. Maybe if I do a giveaway, a couple more. As we talked about in the last couple of weeks, it's like it floats. You know, I'll have 844. Oh my gosh, I'm growing, and then the next day it's 841. Who knows? It's as Mary said, Mary Cox, who makes comments all time on my videos. Gotta love Algie. I think she called him Uncle Algie. And I'm like, at first I didn't understand who is Uncle Algie. Oh, Uncle Algorithm. Good name, Uncle Algorithm. The SOV. I tell Uncle Algie to walk the plank. All right, now I got a few more people in the house. Does anyone else? I know Howard didn't know and Midwest Picker did not know. But do we know the time and the channel for the U of M game today? If anybody follows U of M, it'd be nice to tell Holly, but she may have to find it out on her own. But she did ask me to ask you guys. So there goes a goofy little bug. I don't know why. All right. Stop checking. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I haven't really looked at my analytics lately. That other video I did, just a short one, that's gotten quite a few more views than I thought it would. And that's an interesting one, too. I think it's called Should We Help Her? Or people seem to like that one. It's kind of a blooper type of thing, I think. You know, it was either bad Photoshop or a total blooper, or this poor lady ought to see an orthopedic surgeon, as somebody suggested, or a cancer doctor, as I suggested. It's an interesting one. It's just a short if you want to watch it. And hey, leave a comment. That's always cool too. And always be observant, and always have your camera with you. All right, we are going on 5 minutes up to the hour, and as usual, just to reiterate for today, I am followed by the Northwoods RV Life. That would be Corey and Lori. They'll be coming on at 1 p.m., which is in 4 minutes from now. And they have their special guest star with them today, which is the Dry Campers. So worth a watch. I'm sure Corey always does a great job with, you know, hosting and asking questions of the people who he is interviewing, and they're on the screen there with him. So that's really cool. Frederick Heron, there's a lot of trouble with that sort of thing up there in Michigan. Huh. Are you talking to the algorithms or the weather? My hands are actually kind of chilly out here in the office. You know, by the door, yeah, it leaks a little bit of air. Maybe it's time for some new weather stripping. But and it's probably colder up in Alma, you know, mid Michigan, where the Northwoods RV Life is at. We'll see. Maybe they'll tell us what the temperature is up there. I haven't actually 100% checked. We got sunshine, and the frost in the shade has melted off now, so it's got to be above freezing. I'm going to guess it's 34 degrees out there, and if it gets to 40, we'll be lucky, because it's, you know, it's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so there's not that many hours of daylight left. And I'll be real happy if it's not too windy out there, because I would like to, you know, get the job done, and I'd kind of like to do a little burning, you know, burn. I got some papers to burn, and could burn a few leaves as well. I got some sticks that fell in the wind the other day, some, you know, branches. I have a lot of trees, so I always have sticks to pick up almost every day. Frederick Herring keeping subs. Oh yeah, yeah. And the voting thing, yeah, that there's some scuttlebutt about that, that's for sure. Fantastic Travels, welcome aboard. I'm glad you got here for the kind of the last couple minutes. That's what we have left. As said, please watch my past couple videos, make a comment, and on the one with the Captain's Challenge, you can be entered for a giveaway for next month. All right. Let's see, James or possibly Justin and Christina, if you could post the link for the Northwoods RV, we'll do a Captain Jack raid on Northwoods RV here in about 1 minute. So I will see you all again tonight after Nomadic Hippie. He'll be on from 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern, and I will do the Dr. Fill-In show from 7 p.m. till 7:30 Eastern, and then I'll be followed by RV on the Wayside. So we'll see you there. Let's hope we get a thing here. But meanwhile, I want to wish you farewells and smiles, and may God bless. I'll have a good day, mateys. And stick around to see if we get a post. Thank you, Traveling Salvation. Glad you were here. See if James had a chance or Justin and Christina had a chance to put the Northwoods RV Life. If you don't see it, I think you all can go, the Northwoods RV Life. Click on that, in the search, and boom, you'll find that they're live. And they're probably live right now. So I'll see you all tonight. Thank you for being aboard.